Coming up in this edition of Rock 11 Now Weekly, did you know that Maryland has a law that requires houses and apartments to have working smoke alarms? But that's not all. We'll tell you everything you need to know.
And family, friends, and fellowship. We'll take you to the annual event that celebrates one of Rockville's historic African-American neighborhoods. And Rockville Seniors, we're challenging you to get fit. More news, more often, right now. This is Rock 11 Now Weekly, so let's get into it.
Did you know? Maryland law requires working and up-to-date smoke alarms in all residential houses and apartment complexes.
So if you have a battery unit, you need to, and it's more than 10 years old, you need to replace it with one of the new sealed battery units. If you have an electric smoke alarm that's tied to AC power and it's more than 10 years old, you need to replace that one also.
The law was passed in 2013, and the deadline to make sure you have complete smoke alarm coverage was January 1st of this year.
Smoke alarms should be placed on every level of the home and in every sleeping area. You want to make sure that you keep them on the ceilings as high as possible, but away from ceiling fans or where air may circulate, so you don't want them near windows or doors, somewhere where there's a draft.
Remember to test your alarms monthly, because they can't protect your family and property if they aren't working.
They're the first line of defense, especially during the sleeping hours when a lot of fires do occur.
To learn more about the smoke alarm requirements in Rockville, head to rockvillemd.gov/fire safety. For Rock 11 Now Weekly, I'm Craig Buchanan.
It's a kind of sport where there's no aggression, no body contact, but terrific challenge. It's not strength or gender or agility. It's all what you do with your brain and how you execute it.
That's what playing bank shot is all about. The bank shot court is for people with autism, ADHD, and other challenges. And it is designed to have players shoot at an angle thanks to the uniquely shaped backboards and hoops that are 8 feet, 2 feet shorter than regulation.
Rockville has 2 bank shot facilities here and in Montrose Park. It's a good non-competitive way to shoot some baskets and have a little fun.
And these bank shot courts help people with disabilities play hoops without any hindrances.
And having facilities like this and hosting events like this certainly illustrates that. People enjoyed it. We'd like to do more of it.
It's basketballs with basketball nets of different heights, backboards of different positions. There's no sense of I have to do better than somebody else. It just shows Rockville as an inclusive city for all.
For more information about Bankshot, head to bankshot.com. In Lincoln Park, family, friends, and fellowship is the theme of the Lincoln Park Forever annual reunion.
This is our 5th year, and we're looking for more better years.
For the past 5 years, generations of families that have called this historic neighborhood home gather to reminisce about how far Lincoln Park has come and what's in store for the future.
It gets better every year, and it's a good year to reunite with some of the families who grew up here from 5 generations back, come back to the neighborhood for one day.
The Lincoln Park community prides itself on its diversity and being one of the best parts of Rockville, and proving that this city is a place where anyone, no matter where you come from, once you're here, you are home. Still to come on Rock 11 Now Weekly, Rockville Seniors, we're putting out a challenge for you to get fit. We'll explain right after this.
Coming up in the next couple of months, like I say, we're going to have our apples. We'll be getting into our winter squashes. We'll have pumpkins and gourds. And also we'll get back into some of our fall vegetables, cauliflower and maybe some lettuce and things like that. Honeycrisp will be ready here in about 3 weeks. It's one of the first real popular eating apples for the season. They take a lot of calcium, and a lot of times they'll spot, and you'll lose, well, maybe a third of them. That's what makes them so expensive. Even for the packers, for in the grocery stores, they all have that's why they're so expensive. Our tomatoes here, these are what we call our field tomatoes. We also grow in our high tunnel, which we're picking and selling now. These here will be ready in the next week, and we're going to have loads of tomatoes to sell. These will be in season till will be late September. These will be for good eating, canning, making sauce will be excellent for that.
Rockville Seniors, it's time to set new goals to stay active during the fall months. And the Rockville Senior Center has a fun way to do just that.
I came up with the idea of the challenge being done by time rather than by mileage, which puts everybody on the same playing field. Even the novice exerciser can come in and do 10 to 15 minutes on a recumbent bike.
Sign up for the Fall 8-Week Fitness Challenge. The challenge includes Zumba, aerobic workout, and even belly dancing. It begins on September 24th and runs through November 17th. There will be prizes for the 3 members who exercise the greatest number of minutes during the 8 weeks. For details on requirements and registration, call the Rockville Senior Center at 240-314-8800. That's gonna do it for this edition of Rock 11 Now Weekly. Remember, you can check out the latest happenings on our online newsletter at rockvillereports.com and join in on the conversation and check out our posts by signing up for Nextdoor at nextdoor.com. And keep up with Rockville 11 by subscribing to our City of Rockville YouTube channel. And you can follow us on Twitter at Rockville 11, on Instagram at city_of_Rockville, and like us on Facebook. For the entire Rock 11 Now Weekly team, I'm Kathy Dansler. Until next week, Rockville.